And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense will have the first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Makes the catch. It's great. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. Powers through the defender. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll try to run for it. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They want to run it left here. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some.
Lost one deep down the right side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. First points of the day are on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he's going to bring it out. Hits him with a stiff arm. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his man. It's Durham. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Tigers are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Marshall. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Sends it back in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. The Red Hawks of Miami look like a serious force in a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hatcher. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. He tries to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. The offense changing the play. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Got room to work. Picks up the first down. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down and get some positive yards.
They'll run play action. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Mississippi State going up tempo. DB's right up on the receivers. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Rides to back and leaves it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Offense working from the pistol. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. He'll toss it. Nice move there. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. They feed him again. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The sweet feet buy a little time. Throwing on the run. Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Mississippi State right back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Terry. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
He'll set up to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tiger!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Working the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Here on 3rd down.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Bulldogs racing to the line in a hurry-up.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles.
Turning it on! They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Back to pass, it's Croman home. Caught behind the line, it's Hatcher. Touchdown, Mississippi State! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes with the return. And the returner is stopped. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Thrust that arm out. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. On the option. The pitch. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that too. They tackle him and they get him on the ground.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Caught in the backfield. It's Durr. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Missouri wants to go fast. This is a designed run. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Looking for a man. It's Wynn. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hand, it's Durr. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big time. Picks up the first.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Now, a 4th down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. One more snap coming before halftime. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. To the air, it's Wynn. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. So Missouri will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Mississippi State going up tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Off play action. Fires to the right. He's got it. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got...
There he goes. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. Quarterback on the keeper. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Try to barge their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Got it. 42.
On the run, it's Marshall. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll run the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but boy, they have to deal with a huge loss on that one. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground with the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Floating away. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Mississippi State right back to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy. use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets him.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They'll look to pen him deep. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He'll toss it. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Might be changing the route. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Marshall. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Forced out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Mississippi State going up tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hatcher. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all out.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. And now they regain the lead.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Buying some time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's James. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And this tight end is having a day. With that last catch, he's now got over 150 receiving yards.
Missouri comes to the line with another 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Dances away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing and understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The sure hands, it's Terry. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Extending the play. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Fires to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that ramps up the pressure. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, it's a really nice job by the defense there, anticipating that they might see jet sweep here down close to the goal line. Good play.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. Touchdown, Missouri! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Might as well stick with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Looking to throw, it's Coleman Hope. Snagged out of the air. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Maurice. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it is basically desperation point now. Their defense has to come up with a quick takeaway or at least get a fast 3 and out to give.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch except ticket holders.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Missouri comes up with a first and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Here comes the option. Running back searching for a hole. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield at screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Off the play fake. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Florida State is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 21 to Georgia Tech. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's Croman Hope. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Missouri has the clock on its side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, it was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
They'll run the option. Pass to sticks him still on his feet. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option.
Turning it on. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. fun was that? I mean, you